Again, I say, some of these palm-colored people are not your friends. We have a story coming out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. This is Gettysburg College, and a student was attending an informal gathering with somebody that's supposed to be his friend, and I presume it's a palm-colored person. Because once I tell you what happened, I think we can all do the math and deduce that it was, in fact, a case of anti-Black crime, anti-Black hate crime. Let me just add it in its entirety. So take a look at this small clip and then we'll talk about it further.
A plastic or ceramic tool was used to scratch the slur into the student's body. Those involved were not participating in swim team activities while the investigation took place. The college and the family releasing a statement saying, in part, a heinous act can serve as a transformative moment for Gettysburg College to live up to its ideals of diversity, inclusion, and justice. We pray that together we can arouse a collective conscience promoting healing and help bring about justice for our son and the rest of the Gettysburg College community.
What was used to carve the N-word into his chest was a box cutter. And this was done by somebody that's supposed to be his friend. Palm colored. And that's supposed to be his friend. So, of course, this brother trusted this so-called friend and went to this gathering where he was the only Black person in attendance. This is why I say we cannot always trust the palm-colored people. They're not always your friends. They may pretend to be your friends. They may play a very good role, putting on a good show as your friend, and then they get you where they want you to be, and then their agenda plays out the way they want it to. Because you cannot possibly look at this brother as your friend, as a palm-colored person, and get him in an environment where he's the only Black person there, pin him down, and you, the person that's supposed to be his friend, carves the N-word into his chest with a box cutter. The level of anti-Black hate that must be in you, as well as the people that were in attendance, and nobody did anything. Nobody tried to stop this person. Nobody stood up and said, hey, what you're doing is wrong. So this brother was surrounded by a group of palm-colored people that were all complicit. By silence, you're complicit. By not doing anything, you're complicit. By not saying anything, you're complicit. Apparently, somebody did encourage this brother to speak up about it, and the family has said that they haven't filed any criminal charges as of yet. They are allowing the school to conduct their investigation. I'm imploring this family to file charges. Whoever is responsible for doing this needs to be charged and needs to be put under the jail. I do know that the school has expelled the person that's responsible for doing this, and the brother is no longer going to that school. That's not enough. We want justice for this brother. We want to know the name of the person responsible for this. We want the school to be held responsible. And if I was this family, I would be suing the school. I would be suing the family of this person that did it. I will be suing the person, and I would make sure I filed criminal charges. It cannot just be handed to the school to do an investigation. No, no, no. We need to make sure that justice is served. We cannot keep allowing them to step in. And as you can see in that clip I just showed, it's always that canned, normal response that's just written up by somebody lacking sincerity. I don't buy it one bit. And we need to make sure we stand up as a community and ensure that anybody that does this kind of stuff to our people needs to be held accountable. So justice for this brother, and I hope and pray that we make sure that he is okay and heals from this. I don't know how anybody can heal for something, something like this, especially when it's in your body, like on your body. Scars may come, and both physical scars and emotional scars. I mean, this is really troubling to me, family. Really troubling. I'm even having a hard time getting my words out because it kind of reminds me of myself growing up in a very racist province, Quebec, in Canada, and going through similar, really, really heinous things being done to myself and my family as Black people because we grew up in the suburbs where they didn't want Black people there. And we were the only Black people in that neighborhood. People may ask, why did your, parents move you there? Well, because they wanted to, make a better life for us and get a nice home for us. And, similar to how it is now, when you want a good home at a good price, you move to the suburbs. That's what my parents did. We ended up having to fight every single day for respect, to defend ourselves, from being harmed. So it really resonated with me, this story. And I just had to share it. And although they haven't divulged the actual names of the people involved, like I said, the math is mathing here. This was a palm colored person who exacted his hate on a Black person and pretended to be his friend. I mean, they can conceal the names all they want. It doesn't change the fact that it is painfully obvious what this is all about. So, again, I say we want justice. I'll keep you updated as the news unfolds, and ultimately, we'll be able to really get the names of the people and make sure that justice is served. Let me know what you all think about this. Please drop your comments in the chat. Please share this content so we can keep this story going and don't let it get buried like they like to do a lot, so that we can make sure that justice is served. I say it again. So drop your comments down there. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, please be safe, everyone.